Sounds like a lot of IP law is about asking key questions and kind of not being a downer, but really pointing out like key facts that might become an issue later on. So just kind of grounding people and getting them, making sure all the ideas are covered. So can you, I guess, Jon, do you have some sort of process or framework that you use when an idea comes to mind, and how do you kind of ask those key questions and make sure that all your bases are covered?
Well, really, most of it is common sense. What have you got? What do you believe it will do? And most of the time, the job is just one of providing perspective, because most people who come in with what they consider to be an innovative idea really believe that it will change the world. So you have to actually talk people down from that a little bit, so that they can be effective in making the choices that are kind of on the menu, because changing the world is not on the menu at the initial stages, and there's a lot of mundane things to work through. So the real process working with innovators is to ground them, because as Nikos said, you just get so intense and so carried away that you kind of miss, it's easy to miss the details, and it's easy to miss the deeper questions. So you just go through a checklist. And I think what's really interesting is, we talk about IP law, but these days IP law runs right into privacy law in some interesting ways, because so much of the technology that we are evolving, and even the app that Nikos and I have been working on, involves student privacy, and the design elements become absolutely crucial. So when you're trying to suss out what the issues are, which is your question, you really have to go through the design and the intention and match them up, and see kind of what's out of sync with either the law or what the creator really wants to have happen. So I think for me the process is just discerning what's kind of out of sync, what's out of place, what's not harmonious. And because those things tend to stick out, and they end up sticking out in terms of privacy, because all technology, the exhaust of all technology is data, and following the data trail becomes incredibly important.